As a project management trainer and coach, I often get the question, Phil, what do I need to do to pass the PMP exam? I found out that what makes students stand out as they prepare for the exam is deliberateness, intentionality. Being deliberate and being intentional about their preparation to the big exam is really what makes all the difference. Without being intentional, calculated, and deliberate, it's very hard to get on the bandwagon to pass this exam. I found out that students who do well usually have a schedule, they have a plan, they have a rhythm. They've got their preparation down to a rhythm. Every single day, they find themselves doing things that will contribute to their success, as opposed to those who keep going in a cycle, like a hamster in a wheel, days on end without studying, and then they start studying again, and then they go days without studying, and then they start studying again. Those students have found them to spend months and years to pass the exam, not because they're not smart, but just because they don't have a deliberateness about their preparation approach. So the students that I've found to do very well, they are disciplined and they stick to a routine. Even if their routine is every other day, they make it every other day. But to get the most as you prepare for the exam, you need to ingrain these daily habits into your routine. Studying every day, whatever the medium, it could be audio, video, it could be maybe you have webinars that you attend every week, but you get it down to a rhythm of intentionality, deliberateness, and the repetition builds up. It builds up to a crescendo where you finally get to that pinnacle of understanding a process and then understanding a knowledge area. And by the time you look through all of your arsenal, you find out you understand a process group very well. And the PMP exam is an exam based on domain, process group. So the more you understand process groups and how everything in that process group interweaves, the better. But to get to that stage, you need to go back to the topic of intentional PMP exam growth, intentional PMBOK guide growth, where you are adding on, I look at it as knowledge ammo. You're adding on stockpiles of knowledge ammo, day in, day out, week in, week out, month in, month out. Today we had James, one of our students, speak to us about how he finally killed the PMP exam after preparing for it for 90 days. Now, James got on our system, our learning management system, and he spent time, effort, and energy doing this. And by the time he got done in 90 days, he decided he was going to take the real exam. But we had lots of vehicles for him to get to the point of confidence: mock exams, quizzes, videos, audio, all sorts of learning approaches. And by the time you combine these in an intentional fashion, you end up passing. He said he took those videos with him on the go, on his phone, in his laptop, wherever, listened to the audio within those videos, sometimes watched the videos, but very importantly, he took notes and he built up a routine. It's all about the routine. Now, people have a hard time sticking to a routine if there is no framework to support them. So on our learning management system, we have got that support system where we break down each knowledge area into tiny little pieces of videos. So we've got a process for each video. Long story short, at the end of the day, James finally killed the exam by attacking the information a bite at a time. You've got to have a method to attack the madness, a bite at a time. My question to you is, what are you doing? What are you doing to feed your need to have deliberateness and intentionality? If you don't have a system that is guiding you, helping you along that trajectory to success, you need to sign up to the Praizion.com system. 35 hours of training, you get a certificate at the end after you meet those objectives. This is very different. This is very different from a lot of firms that churn out training and they're not concerned whether you have mastered the material or not. They award you a certificate whether you pass their mock exams or quizzes. Or some organizations have no quiz, no mock exams. Those are not the organizations you want to be affiliated with. You want to be affiliated with an organization that is not just about the money and giving you a certificate to check that box. No, no, no. You want an organization that is passionate and concerned about your success. We want you to put that $555 that you pay to the PMI to great use. And the only way we know that is when you assure us that you have mastered those tools, techniques, and methods. So don't waste a minute. Go to www.praizion.com, sign up, and we would love to have you on our program. We would love to engage with you and hear your project management ideas and take you on that trajectory to success. We look forward to seeing you, and all the best on the exam.